chatting to some frustrated fans at the end there. How are you feeling at full time?
I empathise. These fans, they know footy. I don't think I've ever heard a stadium so frustrated. And never heard booing like that at the end of a game. So must be something in it.
Was it just those final moments, or did you feel that was a theme throughout the game?
Yeah, theme. Obviously, the Kalen one at the end stands out. You'd like to think that's professional foul, sin bin, and we kick the goal. But whinging about this tonight's not going to help anyone. It doesn't help these guys. So there was some stuff that we needed to do better. In period stuff I needed to do better. I think I got the interchanges wrong in the first half. So yeah, it's not all that, but we've got a really disappointed dressing room that fought bloody hard tonight, and me whinging in here ain't going to help them.
Jaden, how did you see out there with the ruck in
Yeah,
particular?
felt very quick when they had the ball, that's for sure. I felt our boys were fighting pretty hard to get some ruck speed. Obviously, you're not going to get everyone, but our boys were fighting hard, and it was just too quick out there.
How was that affecting the game plan then when you were able to execute the way you wanted to?
It just made it hard for us to get out of our own end. Just the ruck speed just felt like there were two different standards there. So, but not taking anything away from them. They work hard at their defence and they stack really well. But they just, it just felt like we didn't get many rewards. Out there at the end, no, I'm not too sure. He's in with the physio, so I haven't spoken to him. But I think it was pretty clear, that one. Sore. Yeah, very sore. It's a remarkable job what he's done for us. He's brave, tough. No one can ever question that kid's toughness. So, yeah, I'm amazed.
What were you thinking in that first half? Because when from pretty much the 18th minute onwards, he was struggling and he had to just battle on.
Yep.
What were you thinking? You just I'll leave it to him to decide whether he comes off.
Yeah, I was thinking, please battle on. Look, I kept a close eye on him, and I knew the kicking. We had to change the kick plan a little bit. He wasn't able to do any of the general play kicking, and I could see he was in some discomfort. And speaking to the medical people on the sideline, they said, we'll give it a crack at half time to try and get it going. And but I can tell now his face. He's pale. He's in a lot of pain. So.
What are they actually saying? Is it a hip point or a hip?
Yeah, and I think.
What's that mean?
I don't know, I've never had one, but apparently they're excruciating. So, yeah, I'm not too sure.
How do you go about making that call in the moment, Adam, between this boy's in pain, you kind of need him, but it's also a long season coming up as well?
I'm governed by that. He's experienced. He knows what he's capable of. So I do leave a bit up to him. Because of the nature of the injury, if it's something else that can get progressively worse and create where he's going to miss a whole heap of games, is just pain management, this one. So that plays a factor as well.
What does it say about Alan that he didn't say no?
He's tough as nails. I think everyone sees all the flary stuff he does on the field and all the X factor he brings for us, the footy side, but that toughness, can't be questioned. He does it week in, week out, brings the ball back with venom every single week, and he cares about this footy side. He's our leader, so it means a lot to the whole playing group.
Obviously not the results, mate. You talked beforehand about wanting to see shapes and a few things from this new Hutch combo that maybe you didn't get to see in the wet last week. Happy with the direction they are going despite the result?
Yeah, I am. I think, and I didn't want to play on the excuse of it's this team's third game in 11 days and throw in. It's been a tough 6 weeks, like Townsville, Auckland. They're not easy places to get to from Newcastle. It's not a direct flight, so they've gone through a lot. The boys, and I know people are going to say, he's throwing up excuses. I couldn't care less. That's fact. That's what these groups had to go through, and then to fight in those conditions here last week, and then to be still fighting at the end of this game, I'm proud as punch with them. To answer your question, the shapes and that were there. We ran out of gas at the end to actually support on the shape. We're just a tired footy team. We've got to rest now, and Thankfully, we get a longer turnaround on the back of this. So, yeah, I'm proud of him.
Jade, is that the most minutes you got through in the
Yep.
season so far tonight? How are you going?
Yeah.
Did you find it?
Yeah, it was tough out there. There's never an easy game. And obviously, still finding my feet, but you know, I've built my minutes every week, and I'm feeling good. But you know, off the back of a couple short turnarounds too, you know, it still gets you. So, but no, I'm feeling good and building in confidence.
When you take it down to more the moments rather than obviously the final scoreline, were there any key moments that you did like what you saw?
Yeah, I think I play a part in it too. I should know better on a shorter turnaround, and the third game in 11 days. I reckon I got left those middles out there a little bit long on their first stint. They were saying they were good, but I should have taken that out of their hands a little bit. And then clearly in that it was probably a 5 or 6 minute period, Brandon Smith done some damage through our middle. Okay, so I've got to play my part in that. It's not all players. So, you know, that's what I'm... Just everything else I'm livid with tonight, I'm livid with myself.
And there were some moments where Dane really pushed through and was quite ruthless on the attack. Can you speak to, you know, his role in at least getting a couple of...
Yeah, thought he was great. Thought he deserved to have an extra one. It's a 2v2. It's a missed tackle on the outside. So, and again, that's another one. But he was outstanding, Gags. In true spirit, like we asked the guys to keep fighting, and he led the way with that.
I noticed you had it looked like a little bit of padding on the shoulder, is that right? Is he kind of...
Just they're all bumped and bumps and bruises at the moment. Like I said, we're tired. We need sleep and rest.
Adam, so what's the plan over the next 10 days to freshen them up and give them a bit of time off, I suppose?
Yeah, we're going to review. Normally tomorrow would just be day off, but we'll bring them in. Coaches will work through the night and get the review done and present to them tomorrow, and then try and give them just a weekend to freshen up. And then thankfully next week, longer turnaround, we actually get 3 decent field sessions in the week to get better at stuff. You know, the halves can get some connections, because at the moment we haven't done any training to get better at anything. We're just been filling the tank up. And I get it, it sounds like a real sob story in here at the moment, but it's just factual. It's what they've been through. And we haven't been disgraced. They've been fighting hard. So I'd like to think, Robert, that you'll write positive around their character tomorrow.
Do you see clarity? I don't want to end on a negative, but do you see clarity from refs this week? Is there any point around how that the ruck was officiated?
It'll just add to my workload.
Thanks, Mason.
This year, NRL on 9 is your one-stop shop for all footy.
That's right, Freddie. Not about the highlights. Action. 7 days a week.
Billy and Gus podcast, get that on your drive on the way home. Immortal Behaviour, grab a seat on the couch for that. And of course, my favourite, Freddie in the Own.
The best footy brains, the biggest games.
Don't trust the algorithm, subscribe to NRL on 9 and get all your entertainment there.